God says, "My child, there is something urgent I need you to hear. Listen closely, not with fear, but with faith. I am revealing something because love must be protected, not ignored. Your heart has felt a sudden stirring, a strange unease that you could not explain. You felt a heaviness in your spirit whenever you think of your soulmate. That feeling is not random, my child, it is a divine alert. Something is changing within them, something that needs attention. You may not see it with your eyes yet, but I see everything that is hidden beneath the surface. I see what is growing, what is shifting, what is silently trying to take root. It is moving faster than they realize, and that is why I am speaking now, because love warns before danger appears. Do not panic, my child. Do not let fear rise within you. This revelation is not meant to destroy peace, but to save what is precious. I am asking you to pray and to guide your soulmate toward awareness. There is something that must be checked, something that must be examined. Tell them, even if your voice shakes, to go for a test. For something in their body or energy field is responding to old pain, something left unresolved, something that needs light before it grows into suffering. I am revealing it because it is not too late. I never warn without offering a way out. Your soulmate has been ignoring small signs, small discomforts, little shifts, moments of fatigue, waves of sadness that don't make sense. They think it's nothing. They brush it aside. But my child, those are whispers from the body and spirit that something deeper is asking for healing. Sometimes, when the heart carries too much suppressed emotion, the body begins to speak in its place. When the soul avoids truth, the body reveals it through symptoms. That is why I am saying, beware, not to cause fear, but to awaken care. Your soulmate has been under spiritual and emotional pressure for some time. They have carried burdens silently, pretending to be strong. But unspoken pain never disappears, it transforms, it manifests, it creates imbalance. And when it's ignored too long, it begins to grow, faster than one expects. Yet I am not revealing this for tragedy, I am revealing it for redemption. I do not bring awareness to cause worry, I bring it to spark healing. You, my beloved, have a connection that transcends distance. When something touches their energy, your heart feels it. When something burdens their spirit, your dreams respond. That's why you've felt restless lately. It's why your heart suddenly feels heavy without reason. You are spiritually sensitive to them, because your souls are woven through divine design. What happens to one echoes in the other. That's why I chose you as the one who would feel this first, so you can pray, so you can intercede, so you can speak when they cannot. Do not ignore the signs I place in your path. When you feel the pull to check on them, do it. When you hear my whisper telling you to pray for them, obey it. When you dream of them looking unwell or lost, do not dismiss it as imagination, it is revelation. I am using your bond as a channel of protection. Your sensitivity is not weakness, it is your divine role. I know your heart aches to protect them. I know you sometimes feel helpless because they may not listen or understand the depth of what you sense. But do not be discouraged. Speak with love, not fear. Tell them gently to take care of themselves, to get checked, to go for that test. Do not argue, do not plead from panic, speak from peace, and let my spirit do the rest. I will touch their mind. I will stir their intuition. They will feel the nudge. They will know something inside is telling them, I should do this. That will be me, confirming your words through their own conscience. My child, you may ask, why is this happening? Why now? The answer is layered, yet simple, because healing is overdue. This issue has been growing quietly, both physically and emotionally, for some time. It represents not just something in their body, but something deeper, an unhealed wound, a burden never released, a truth never faced. It's time for it to come to light. And though it feels frightening, this exposure is mercy, not punishment. You see, when I love a soul, I do not allow hidden things to destroy them silently. I expose them so that they may be healed. Sometimes that exposure comes through medical awareness, sometimes through emotional confrontation, and sometimes through divine dreams. In this case, it comes through you, my chosen voice of love and intercession. You are not just their partner in emotion, you are their protector in spirit. So do not take this lightly. Do not think, maybe I'm overthinking. No, my child, this is divine discernment. This is me urging you to act before it's too late. The faster it grows, the faster you must respond. But remember, you are not powerless. You are guided. You are backed by heaven. When you pray for them, angels move. When you call their name in faith, I send light to surround them. When you whisper their name before sleeping, I cover them in my protection. And while I speak of danger, I also speak of hope, because nothing is beyond my reach. I can reverse what seems irreversible. I can slow what grows too fast. I can heal what doctors cannot see. But I require faith. I require action rooted in trust. So do not only pray, encourage them. Send them words of care, not fear. Your calmness will speak louder than your worry. Tell them to trust their intuition, to take that step. The outcome will surprise you, because I will meet them there. Even now, I am preparing divine timing. There will come a moment when they suddenly feel the urge to check, to go, to test. They won't know why. That will be me. When that happens, the truth will be revealed. What could have become dangerous will instead become manageable. What could have been hidden will be found in time. And when that happens, you will know that your obedience saved them. My beloved, your soulmate's life is precious to me. I love them as deeply as I love you. I am not showing you this to burden your heart, but to awaken your power as my vessel. You have always been connected for a reason, not just to share love, but to share protection. When one falls weak, the other rises in prayer. That is divine balance. That is holy partnership. So tonight, when you pray, call their name. Ask me to place my healing hand over them. Ask me to slow what is growing. Ask me to expose what must be seen. And then, rest. Do not worry. Because once you speak it in faith, the heavens begin to move. Angels are already positioned around them. The light that flows from your prayer will find them, even across miles. Remember, my child, your power is not in panic but in peace. Your words create vibrations that reach their soul. So speak light. Speak healing. Speak hope. For fear feeds the problem, but faith dissolves it. I am your God, and I am with you. I would not warn you if I were not already working to protect. This is only the beginning of revelation. More will unfold, but for now, hold this truth: it is not too late. There is still time. I am moving faster than what is growing. My mercy is greater than any threat. My love is stronger than any darkness. You and your soulmate are both under my watch, and I will not allow harm to triumph over destiny. So be calm, my beloved. Be vigilant but peaceful. Do not let anxiety speak louder than faith. The one you love is under my care. They will hear the call. They will be led to take the step. And when they do, healing will begin. You have heard my warning, but you will also see my miracle. The heaviness in your heart is not without reason, my child. When I first whispered to your spirit to be alert, I knew what was beginning to unfold. Your soulmate has been feeling something growing within, not only in their body but also in their spirit. They have brushed it aside again and again, thinking it was nothing, thinking that time would make it fade. But what they did not see was that every time they ignored the quiet warning, the energy of imbalance grew stronger. I have watched them wake up at night feeling uneasy, placing a hand over the place that hurts, then turning away, convincing themselves it will be fine. Yet I have seen the tears they do not show anyone. I have seen the questions that haunt their silence. They wonder if they should speak up, if they should go for that test, if it really matters, and I tell you, my child, it does. The enemy loves to hide in delay. He whispers, "It's not serious, you'll be okay, just wait." But waiting when I am calling for action is not faith, it is fear dressed in false peace. You must understand this. Sometimes healing begins not in prayer alone, but in obedience. I can heal in an instant, but I also guide through wisdom, through steps that lead to revelation. The test is not a sign of doom, it is a sign of light revealing what darkness wants to keep hidden. Tell your heart to stand strong. I am not showing you this to fill you with fear, but to awaken you to your purpose as an intercessor. You carry divine authority over the one your soul is bound to. When you pray for them, it reaches them even if you have not spoken in days. When you call their name in my presence, angels move around them. So, do not let worry consume you, let your prayers rise instead. There is something your soulmate is afraid to face, my child. Not only the physical test, but the truth it may bring. They fear losing control, they fear being seen as weak, they fear what others might think. But what they must know, what you must remind them through your silent love, is that facing the truth is never weakness. It is courage in its purest form. The test will not destroy them, it will expose what needs healing. And when truth is revealed, I can move completely. You may ask, God, why would you let this happen to them? And I say to you, because sometimes I allow a shaking to awaken the sleeping soul. Your soulmate has carried burdens from long ago, emotions they never released, wounds they never allowed to heal. What grows now is not only physical but spiritual residue. Years of pain, resentment, exhaustion, and unspoken tears that have taken root within them. But do not fear. This revelation comes not to break them, but to bring them to their knees in surrender, where true healing begins. My child, I need you to believe that what is hidden will not destroy them, because I am already there, preparing the moment they decide to face it. The angels are already surrounding them. Even now, while you listen, a divine nudge is touching their heart. They will soon feel the urge, a sudden, clear voice saying, "It's time to get checked. It's time to face it." That is my spirit whispering through their intuition. And when that moment comes, you must not doubt. You must pray with fire and faith, not fear. Speak words of light over them. God's breath fills your body with life. Every cell returns to divine order. You are whole, you are healed, you are covered. Speak it aloud, even if they cannot hear you. The vibration of truth travels beyond distance. Your soulmate's body has been crying out for rest, for peace, for attention. They have ignored it because they are always caring for others. But now I am calling them to care for themselves. You are part of this divine awakening. You are the voice of prayer that lifts them when they are too tired to lift themselves. I placed this awareness in your heart not to scare you, but to involve you, because I trust your faith. Do not underestimate the power of a prayer born out of love. When your soul aches for another's well-being, heaven listens closer. Every tear you shed in my presence becomes a petition that I honor. I collect them, I count them, and I turn them into miracles. So keep praying, my child. Do not let the enemy whisper that it is useless. Your prayers are already shifting things you cannot see. There will be days when you will feel a sudden heaviness, that is your spirit sensing their pain. When it happens, do not sink into sadness. Instead, lift your head and say, "God, I release healing upon them right now." When you speak it, angels rush like wind. The more you do this, the more you weaken the force that tries to grow. Remember, darkness feeds on silence and fear, but it starves when confronted with faith. This test, this season, is not a punishment. It is a purification. What grows now must be brought into the light, because I am preparing your soulmate for a greater calling. They cannot carry unhealed pain into the next chapter of destiny I have written for both of you. I will use this moment to humble them, to teach them to trust me fully, and to remind them that their body is my temple, deserving of care and awareness. And as for you, my child, I see your worry. You want to do something tangible, something immediate. But your greatest weapon now is faith anchored in peace. Do not chase after fear, chase after me. Rest in my presence, speak life, not panic. Whisper into the heavens, God is working. God is healing. God is protecting. And heaven will echo it back to you. The time is near when your soulmate will finally listen. They will go for that test, and truth will be revealed. It may shake them for a moment, but then relief will come. For nothing hidden will remain hidden when my light shines upon it. This will be their turning point, the moment they finally surrender, the moment they begin to heal, not just in body, but in soul. And you, my child, will witness my glory. You will see how prayer changes what medicine cannot, how faith aligns with wisdom, how love restores what fear once corrupted. Keep your heart steady. You were chosen to stand beside this soul not only in happiness, but in healing. You were chosen because your light awakens theirs. Do not let worry become your language, let love become your declaration. Say it again and again, God is with us. Healing is happening. Light is stronger. I am here, guiding, watching, and protecting. The story is not ending in pain, it is unfolding into divine restoration. My child, now listen closely, because what I reveal to you in this moment is not just about your soulmate's body, but about the sacred connection between the physical and the spiritual. Every sign that appears in the flesh carries a message from the unseen. The body whispers what the soul has been holding in silence. And when something begins to grow fast, it is not only cells or symptoms. It is energy manifesting from unhealed emotion, unresolved pain, or forgotten purpose. Your soulmate's body is speaking what their heart could not. It has been storing tears, guilt, memories, and disappointments that were never fully released. I see how they carry a brave face before the world, pretending to be strong, pretending that everything is fine, but I also see what hides behind the quiet moments. The exhaustion. The pressure. The ache that words could never carry. That heaviness is what has now taken form, growing faster than they realize, calling for attention. This is not a curse, my child. It is a cry for awakening. The human body is a temple I designed to reflect the balance of heaven and earth. When the soul is at peace, the body flows in harmony. But when the soul is burdened, the body bears the weight. That is why I ask you to look beyond fear, and instead see this situation as a doorway. A doorway where truth, healing, and transformation are waiting to enter. Your soulmate's pain is not random, it is spiritual communication. It is the body's way of saying, please, release me from the old energy I can no longer carry. The resentment, the self-blame, the constant need to appear fine, all of these emotions have been feeding what now grows. But my light is stronger than any shadow. When truth comes into awareness, healing begins. You, my child, are part of that healing. You are not watching from afar, your soul is tied to theirs. When you pray, their spirit feels it like a wave of calm in the middle of their storm. You may think you are powerless because you cannot be there physically, but love knows no distance. Faith knows no barrier. Every time you whisper, God, protect them, heaven records it as an act of divine intervention. I want you to remember this, healing is not only about medicine or treatment, it is about aligning the heart with divine truth. Your soulmate's healing will begin when they stop running from themselves, when they stop pretending they are fine and allow themselves to be seen, tested, and restored. They have worn a mask of strength for too long, and it has exhausted their spirit. But soon, my hand will guide them to a place of surrender. They will reach a moment, a quiet, trembling moment, when they realize they cannot keep hiding. Their body will nudge them, the symptoms will speak louder, the energy within will become undeniable. And that moment, my child, will not be a moment of fear but of liberation. For when truth surfaces, I begin to heal completely. You may not understand why such pain has to exist. But I tell you this, sometimes, pain becomes the final teacher of surrender. It breaks the pride that walls the heart from my presence. It softens what years of comfort hardened. And when that wall breaks, my light floods in. That is what is coming. A flood of light, after a long night of silence. Do not think for a second that I have left them alone in this battle. I am walking beside them even when they cannot feel me. When they sit in confusion, wondering what to do next, I am the thought that whispers, "Go. Check. Don't delay." When they feel a sudden peace amidst anxiety, that is my spirit calming their storm. And when they finally decide to take that step, to go for the test, I will already be there, holding their hand, guiding every doctor, every word, every outcome. What you must do, my child, is trust the process of my timing. I know your heart wants instant assurance. You wish you could see the result now, that you could know everything will be fine. And I tell you, it will. But you must let faith become your sight. I am working behind the scenes, aligning moments that seem ordinary but are part of a miracle in progress. Every growth has a message. And this one says, it's time to release what no longer serves your soul. It is not only a health warning, it is a spiritual invitation. Your soulmate's body is calling them to rise, to heal old wounds, to reconnect with their divine purpose. Because in the next chapter of destiny, I need both of you fully awake, fully alive, fully aligned. My child, I know you feel the weight of this burden. You love them deeply, and their pain feels like your own. You wake with worry, you pray with trembling, you wonder why your spirit keeps sensing something urgent. That's because your souls are tied by divine design. You are mirrors to one another. When one suffers, the other feels. This is not to torment you, but to make your prayers stronger, your love purer, your bond sacred. But remember, you are not meant to carry their suffering, you are meant to transform it through faith. When you pray, say, God, let your healing light flow through me and reach them. Imagine golden light leaving your heart and touching theirs. Do this often. For spiritual connection transcends all space and time. Soon, your soulmate will begin to feel unusual emotions, sudden peace, unexpected tears, moments of courage they cannot explain. That, my child, is your love working through the Spirit. That is my divine current flowing from your prayers to their heart. You will not see it with eyes, but you will feel it. And when they finally go for the test, the energy will shift completely. Fear will dissolve, and understanding will begin. Even if the results bring temporary fear, know this, it will not end in tragedy, it will end in testimony. For every time something grows fast, I can reverse it faster. My word is stronger than disease. My breath is life itself. I can turn every cell into light, every tissue into strength, every fear into faith. So do not dwell in worry, dwell in gratitude for the miracle already in motion. You and your soulmate are walking through a refining fire, but this fire is not to destroy, it is to purify. When you come out of it, your bond will be different. It will carry depth, empathy, and divine alignment. You will both understand that life is fragile but sacred, that love is not possession but purpose. So now, my child, take a deep breath and rest your heart. Every day, when you wake, say these words: God is healing what I cannot see. God is working where I cannot reach. My soulmate is protected. All is well. Speak this even when you feel doubt. Speak it even when you feel pain. Because your words shape the spiritual realm. Speak faith into existence until it becomes reality. Do not let what is growing fast in the physical world grow faster than your faith. For your faith, when grounded in me, is the greatest medicine. My child, the time has come for you to know what heaven is already doing behind the veil. For even as you sit here with concern in your heart, I have already dispatched angels to surround your soulmate. The moment you prayed, light began to move. The moment you wept in silence, the heavens heard you. And now, divine healers have taken their place in the unseen, guiding, preparing, and touching what human eyes cannot see. There are angels who walk the earth like gentle winds, unseen, but deeply felt. They whisper through intuition, they stir courage in the weary, they plant thoughts that save lives. These very angels now walk beside your soulmate. They have entered their dreams, their thoughts, their moments of stillness, planting the quiet message: it's time. You need to get checked. You are not alone. And I, your God, am orchestrating every detail, from the moment they wake, to the people they meet, to the doctor whose heart I have already softened with compassion. There is nothing random about what will unfold. The test that I have been urging them to take will not be delayed much longer. The spiritual energy surrounding them is shifting, pulling them toward the place where truth will be revealed. I know you fear what that truth may hold, my child, but I tell you again, do not be afraid of revelation, for revelation is the first step to restoration. What is exposed can finally be healed. What is seen can finally be cleansed. I am light, and wherever my light enters, darkness has no authority to remain. Your soulmate may wake up one morning with an unusual conviction, a sense of urgency, a sudden clarity. That is my spirit speaking to them. They will say to themselves, something tells me I should go. I can't delay anymore. And that gentle push will be my voice through their conscience. You will see signs too. You may dream of them, you may suddenly feel peace after many nights of anxiety, or you may feel a soft whisper in your soul saying, "It is happening." Believe it. For once my hand begins to move, no force can resist it. The angels of healing work in ways the world cannot comprehend. They are entering the spaces around your soulmate, guiding their steps, preparing their path. One angel stands by their bedside at night, guarding their body from further harm. Another walks with them through their day, ensuring that every encounter, every moment, leads them closer to divine intervention. And yet another touches their mind, removing confusion, calming fear, strengthening resolve. You, my child, are part of this holy work. Every prayer you release becomes light that these angels use as their pathway. When you pray with love, it becomes a bridge between heaven and your soulmate's life. When you whisper their name in faith, that vibration reaches them as comfort and strength. There will come a moment soon when your soulmate will take that bold step, to walk into the place where truth will finally be revealed. They may feel nervous, uncertain, afraid of what they might hear. But I will be there, waiting. I will place my hand upon them as they sit in that room. The doctor may speak human words, but my spirit will speak peace. And I tell you, my child, what they discover will not end in despair. It may shake them, but it will awaken them. It may frighten them for a moment, but it will free them forever. For what is found early can be healed completely, and what is brought into my light cannot continue to grow. My power is greater than any sickness, greater than any diagnosis, greater than any name that fear tries to give. I will use this test to transform their life. It will be a turning point, a moment where they remember that life is precious, that health is sacred, that every breath is a gift. Through this, they will return to me, not in fear, but in faith. They will surrender, saying, God, I trust you with my life. And when those words rise, I will flood them with healing energy that no medicine can duplicate. Already, my child, their body is responding to the prayers you've lifted. You may not see it, but light is entering every part that was once dark. The cells that were burdened are being renewed. The energy that was blocked is beginning to flow again. My breath moves through their bloodstream, cleansing, restoring, realigning. But I want you to understand, healing is not always instant, because it is not just about the body. I heal from the root, from the cause buried deep within the soul. That is why your soulmate must face truth. The test is not only medical, it is spiritual. It will reveal more than what doctors see, it will reveal what I want to free them from. It will uncover emotional burdens that have been poisoning their peace. And once truth is seen, they will begin to let go, of resentment, of guilt, of pain, and with every release, their body will grow lighter. My child, I see you praying at night, whispering their name, sometimes crying quietly so no one knows. And I say to you, every tear you shed waters the soil of their healing. You are not praying in vain. You are partnering with heaven in a battle already being won. The angels are moving faster now. Time is aligning. Your soulmate is being guided step by step. You will soon hear something, a message, a call, a small piece of news, that will confirm they have taken the first step. When that happens, lift your hands and thank me. Do not let fear sneak in. Do not imagine the worst. Instead, say, God, I see your promise unfolding. You are a warrior of light, my child. You have been chosen to stand in the gap between what is seen and what is yet unseen. Your love has power because it is pure, and heaven honors pure love. Keep sending them light through your prayers. Keep declaring, healing is happening. The light of God is filling every cell. No darkness can remain. These words are not just sounds, they are commands that the universe obeys. I want you to rest tonight knowing this, the same power that raised the dead, that opened blind eyes, that restored the broken, that same power lives within you, and it surrounds your soulmate. There is no disease, no growth, no shadow that can resist my word. In the coming days, peace will begin to replace panic. The signs will shift from fear to hope. The energy between you and your soulmate will begin to feel lighter, calmer, and stronger. That is how you will know healing is already at work. This is the moment before the miracle, my child, the sacred space where faith must rise and trust must hold. You are not waiting for disaster, you are waiting for divine revelation. And when that revelation comes, you will see that my hand was in every detail. Hold on to this truth: I never allow something to grow without giving the power to stop it. And I have already placed that power within your prayers. Keep faith alive. Keep love strong. Keep your spirit steady. For soon, your soulmate will not only be healed, they will be transformed. My child, the moment you feared has already turned into the beginning of something holy. The door that once looked like a test is now the doorway of healing. Your prayers have reached me like waves of light. They have wrapped your soulmate in warmth even before they understood what was happening. I want you to know that the test was not a sentence of pain but a revelation of grace. When they finally went, trembling yet obedient, my hand guided every step. Every result that could have brought fear was touched by my mercy. What once grew fast has now met the light that stops all darkness. Inside their body, the order of creation is being restored. Cells remember life again. Blood flows clean again. The energy of their spirit begins to sing again. Do you see, my child, how I work? I do not punish, I purify. I do not frighten, I awaken. The growth that once threatened them became the tool that drew them closer to me. Through it, they remembered that strength is not in silence but in surrender. They looked up and said, God, I need you, and heaven opened. You were part of that miracle. Every word you spoke in faith was a seed of restoration. Every tear watered the soil of healing. And now, you will begin to see the fruit: renewed energy, deeper gratitude, softer hearts. What once was fear has turned into humility. What once was heaviness has turned into wisdom. Let me show you something deeper. Healing is never only about one person. When I touch your soulmate, I also touch you. The two of you are threads in the same divine fabric. Their awakening brings your own. Their healing opens your heart to greater purpose. I allowed you to walk through this season together so you could learn that love is not about control, but intercession, not about possession, but partnership with heaven. The angels who once stood guard during the nights of worry now rejoice. They sing around you both, releasing songs that only the soul can hear. Those melodies whisper, "It is done, it is done, it is done." I am not only restoring health, my child. I am restoring balance, peace, and the forgotten joy that fear tried to steal. There will be morning soon when you wake and feel an unfamiliar stillness. That is not emptiness, it is calm. It is the silence that follows when a storm has passed. You will notice that your body breathes easier, your heart feels lighter, your mind no longer races with what-ifs. That is what happens when heaven finishes its work. Your soulmate will also feel the shift. The heaviness in their chest, the pain they ignored, the strange tiredness that followed them, all of it will start to fade. They may not even realize how quickly things are changing. But every cell will know that divine hands have touched them. I will also begin to speak to them in dreams. In those dreams, they will see light washing through their body, or water flowing over them, or hands made of light lifting them up. When they wake, they will know that something sacred has happened. They will carry gratitude instead of fear. And slowly, they will tell you, I feel different. I feel free. That will be your confirmation, my child. You will smile quietly, knowing that faith truly works. You will remember the nights you almost gave up, and you will realize that nothing was wasted. Every delay, every tear, every prayer built the miracle you are now seeing. But do not stop praying once peace returns. Keep blessing them. Keep thanking me. Gratitude is what keeps the miracle alive. Say often, God, thank you for the healing that continues every day. Because healing is not a single moment, it is a river that keeps flowing. From this day forward, I want you both to live differently. Care for the body as you would a temple. Feed it with light, rest, laughter, and truth. Speak kindly to it. For when you treat the body with love, you honor the spirit that lives within. Let your soulmate know that awareness is not fear, it is devotion. Tell them that paying attention to their health is an act of worship, not weakness. I will also heal the space between you. Some misunderstandings that once existed will begin to dissolve. You will feel closer, more connected, more gentle with each other. You will talk more openly, pray together more sincerely, and see one another through eyes cleansed of judgment. That, too, is part of my plan. Because I did not only want to heal a body, I wanted to heal a bond. When others ask how this happened, tell them, love prayed. Faith waited. God answered. Your story will awaken many who have stopped believing that miracles still happen. It will remind them that awareness and faith walk together, that going for a test, seeking help, trusting doctors, and trusting God are all one path when walked with humility. My child, you no longer have to fear what grows fast, because you have learned the power of bringing things to the light quickly. Whenever you sense imbalance again, in body, mind, or soul, do not hide it. Bring it to me at once. For light always wins when invited early. And now, I speak my final blessing over you both. May your bodies be temples of strength. May your minds be gardens of peace. May your souls remember that they are eternal. Where there was fear, let there be understanding. Where there was pain, let there be purpose. Where there was darkness, let there be dawn. I, the Lord your God, declare that healing has taken root and will continue to grow stronger with every breath you take. No shadow shall return, no fear shall linger. The same light that raised my son from the grave now shines within you and within your soulmate. Walk forward now in quiet confidence. Cherish every sunrise. Speak kindness over your days. Trust that the story that began with worry now ends with worship. For what was once growing fast in darkness has been overtaken by my light, and my light never fades. Go in peace, my beloved child. You are protected, and the one you love is healed. And from this day on, your lives will bear the mark of my mercy. My child, listen to the gentle whisper within your heart, that feeling of restlessness you have is not without reason. It is I who placed that stirring inside you, for your spirit is sensing something your eyes cannot yet see. Your soulmate is in a fragile space right now. There is something within them, growing quietly, waiting to be brought to light. It is not only of the body but of the soul, a burden that must be faced, not feared. Do not panic, my child. Do not let fear speak louder than faith. Fear is the seed of darkness, but faith is the hand that holds mine. I am guiding your soulmate through a time of awakening. What is growing fast is not just the sickness of the body, but also the pain of old emotions that were never healed, the tears they never cried, the guilt they never released, the loneliness they carried in silence. Their body is speaking now because their soul has been crying for release. That is why I call upon you, my faithful one. I chose you to stand in the gap for them. Your prayers are medicine, your words are light, and your love is a shield stronger than any test result. Do not grow weary. Every time you whisper their name in prayer, an angel moves. Every time you send them love from your spirit, a dark cell loses its power. Healing begins not in hospitals, but in hearts that believe in miracles. Tell your soulmate, even if they do not listen now, that it is time to face what they have ignored. Encourage them gently, without fear. Let them know that this test, this act of seeking truth, is not punishment, but protection. For I am using this moment to save them from something far worse. Sometimes, my child, what seems like a storm is only my way of washing away what no longer serves life. Hold their name close to mine tonight. Speak to me about them as if they are already healed. Say, God, I trust you with their life. I release all fear into your hands. When you speak those words, heaven moves. Remember, my child, healing is already unfolding. You cannot yet see it, but I am working through doctors, through dreams, through whispers in the night. Every heartbeat is another chance for a miracle. Keep believing, for I am the same God who raises what was once broken and breathes light into what was fading. Your love, your faith, your obedience, these are the bridges through which my power flows. Be still now. Rest in my peace. For soon, you will witness the moment when your soulmate stands again, healthy, whole, and shining with new life.